Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Olabisi. So from this video I'm going to be talking about 5 self-care. I'm going to be talking about 5 self-care tips. If you're very much interested in watching, definitely. So someone is asking, why is self-care very important? Self-care is like essential. I know we, especially in this part of Nigeria or part of this world, we don't really create so much emphasis on it. Um, so everybody's all, oh, just live life, you'll be fine, you know. But over time, you get to see that there are some certain. Just notice that there are some things that just helps you to be able to function properly. And whether this is whether you are an introvert or you're an extrovert, it just helps you to be able to function like properly as much as possible. So I'm going to be talking about some of the self-care that has helped me as a new mom. If you don't know, I currently have a 15-month-old daughter, and so this is whether you are very much single, you're married, you're currently pregnant, you're expectant, you have a toddler, you have a baby. This is very, very, very helpful. So let's start. Number one is to start small. So it's a new habit you're trying to inculcate into your already existing, to inculcate into your very busy schedule. So it is very important and really essential to really start small. You want to try as much as possible to ensure that you just, you know, sit down and just review. You can do a bit of research on some certain things that will really help you in terms of taking care of your body or taking care of yourself, whether physically, mentally, spiritually. So for spiritually will be to um, find time to pray if you're a Christian, find time to read God's word, find time to meditate. For mental, it could be finding out time, and when I mean time, it could be as little as 15 minutes or 30 minutes, or as you move on, you can get to increase it. So for mental, could be to reading a book, to listen to a podcast, to watch very educative podcasts or video, to physical, which is exercising or taking a walk, or just doing some basic maybe yoga and stuff like that, or even up to you registering in a gym. So this is very important because it helps you to be able to have a bit of me time, which is very important as new moms, because you have a baby that is like very dependent on you, and then even you yourself, please, I'm also looking for someone to also take care of you. So if you're not very particular about taking care of yourself, you just find out that you're just you're giving your baby attention, you're giving your spouse attention, and before you do it, you're just wondering like, who am I? Like, oh my gosh, I'm really adding weight. Number two is so tiny shifts. And what I mean by tiny shift is after you've researched and looked at some of the things that you want to inculcate, so you need to start out with putting some of them in your schedule. So you already like have a very busy schedule, but you want to try as much as possible to arrange your day. It's always very good for you to do it at least a night before, or at least maybe the Sunday before a new week or Saturday before a new week, so that you can plan out your week. But you're wondering, oh my god, like that's a lot. You can actually start off with just planning it a night before. So you want to look at, when am I going to wake up so that I can do this. For me for example, I had to learn, even if I've been doing it before now, but I really had to learn more on how to wake up very early, um, so that I can do some basic things before my daughter actually wakes up. Things like, oh, I want to work a bit, or I want to exercise, I want to pray, I want to read the Word of God. I mean, I had to like schedule all these things, and most of it required that I had to wake up early so that I can get those things done before she wakes up. So, and then sometimes even when um you want to also schedule it in between, maybe when she's taking a nap, it's always like very easy, when you're just a new mom, everybody say, oh, rest when the baby is resting. But the truth is, if you rest it might not work all the time. Yes, sometimes, yes, you just have to sleep because you are tired, but there are just sometimes. So this baby is actually my baby is actually sleeping at the moment. It's actually a good time for me to be able to read some books, a good time for me to just exercise a bit. And like I said, it could be as little as just 15 minutes or 30 minutes. You don't want to do something that is like too much at a go. It will look more like a chore and it can be very exhausting. So you want to start very small so that it becomes a habit, and then by the time you have to increase it, you're so used to it, you so much love it, that increasing it would not be a big deal. For now, try as much as it was possible to say no to dieting. And very easy. I mean, you sometimes look at yourself like, oh my god, I've added a lot of weight, and some will be, I've lost a lot of weight. But you have to understand that it took your body 9 months to be able to get all these things together, so you're not going to lose it like as fast as possible. So depending on the kind of delivery method that you do, most times, at least for that first few weeks, you tend to lose some weight. For me, for example, I lost a lot of weight, at least that first week. I mean, after giving birth, the baby is already out, so definitely there's some fat that are out. My appetite like dropped. I lost quite a bit of weight, which is very typical, but there is still like a lot that so you need to like be very patient with yourself. You can set a goal of, okay, so between now and a year, this is where I want to be, and this is how I'm going to do. So I'm going to ensure that, oh, every day I exercise, so. Then I also try as much as possible in terms of portion control, not to overeat, because at that point in time, as a new mom, your focus should be more on fluid, to be honest. Fluid, whether it's tea, water, I mean, a lot of fluid, pap, all those kind of things. So right there and then, you don't want to start thinking of, oh, I want to start dieting, I want to start skipping meals, I want to, just give yourself, like, say, a 9 months to a year for you to be able to lose that weight. Definitely you're going to lose it. Breastfeeding is also going to help you to lose as well. So you want to try as much as possible to ensure that you're not putting yourself under pressure, even if it can be bad, especially when you look at yourself in the mirror. Sometimes you'll be like, is this really me? But you just have to console yourself and say, I have a game plan. So you have a game plan, and if possible, you can also like, maybe later on, say maybe 2 months or 3 months, of course based on your doctor's recommendation, you can then maybe subscribe for some gym and stuff. But medically, I know that you are at least required 6 to 8 months after giving birth not to even start any form of exercise. So maybe you just, maybe for that period, just take a walk, fresh air, that kind of thing. So you can tell your partner or your family, if they're around, that, oh, I really just want to take a walk. So you can just take a walk around and then just enjoy that fresh air. So that you are not just stuck at home, and then you're feeling so overwhelmed. And then sometimes you just feel bad, like everybody seems to be moving ahead and doing amazing stuff, and then another tip is, it is very okay to laugh, and it's very okay to cry. I mean, you're gonna be having a lot of emotion outburst, a lot of emotional roller coaster, because there's just a lot of happiness in the fact that, oh my god, I have a child, and then the next minute you are so exhausted and you be like, oh my god, is this how my life is going to be? I'm not going to be stalked. You know, you could also have some personal issues, like maybe you're not lactating on time, your baby is not getting full on time, and then there's so much pressure. Oh, I want to do exclusive, and then some people are saying no, don't do exclusive, and you know, there's just a whole lot. But it's very much okay to laugh. It's very much okay to cry. There's some people that are just going to annoy you, but try as much as possible to avoid drama, avoid people that you know kind of as triggers like unpleasant emotions for you per time. So whether it's a family member, it's a friend, as in, because that period is very very sensitive, you know, giving birth, you know, trying to take care of a newborn baby, you want to try as much as possible to guard your space. And I think it's also a conversation you need to also have with your spouse too as well. You know, you just want to make sure that the people around you are people that actually love you genuinely, and are really they really care about you, and then they are not just out there to just push things down your throat, especially if you're a first time mom. You know, it's very easy. Society just tends to push a whole lot of things down your throat, so you want to try as much as possible to ensure that your space is as safe as possible, your space is as comfortable as possible, and despite that, you are still going to have emotions, and it is okay to cry. You don't need to do macho like it's okay to cry. Sometimes you just remember, you know, your pregnancy journey. You know, yes, sometimes you're just grateful, sometimes you're just tired. So it is very fine, it is very okay. So the last tip is to start with just one thing. I already mentioned something similar earlier, but this is self-care actually really takes time, and you try as much as possible not to do so many things. So you just want to maybe, on the spiritual you want to improve on one thing, on mental you want to improve on another thing, on physical you want to improve on just one thing. So you want to, as much as possible, start with one thing per time, and then you would grow into it. Try not to overwhelm yourself, and it's also important to also try as much as possible to enjoy that period. Especially if you're a very busy and very active person, I know it might look like it's your least productive time, but trust me, it's productive. But definitely maybe it's not a productivity, it might not be productivity that you are really used to, but trust me, it's productivity, because you are taking up a new role, being a parent, you are trying to care for a new child. So it's really important for you to be able to enjoy that moment. Try as much as possible, no matter the situation, no matter the circumstances, just try as much as possible to enjoy and savor and enjoy that moment, because they grow up so fast. Babies do grow up very fast. They grow up so fast. I mean, so fast. So you want to capture each moment, be grateful for each moment, love up on each moment, take a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, because few months you're going to be looking back and be like, oh, this girl is pretty tiny, oh my god, and she's shaking you left, right, and center. But so it's really important to really enjoy this period as much as possible. So okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you learned a thing or two. Let me know down in the comment section if, like, let me know in the comment section any other self-care tips that has helped you as a new mom, or even if you're not a new mom, has helped you as a mom or as a sister. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.